Do I need to open an estate bank account for a deceased person? What's an estate bank account? Someone is telling me I need one. Who can open it? What are the documents that I will be needing? So let's talk about it. An estate bank account is an account that is needed to manage the funds of a deceased person. Either, let's say, you received a check in the mail payable to the estate of your family member or a friend, a loved one, or you have to pay the debts, let's say, of a deceased person, and you want to use that person's money. So how does that work? Well, to keep it very simple from the beginning, an estate bank account can only be opened through probate. That's from my experience. There may be other ways out there that I'm not aware of, but an estate bank account requires that the person opening it and having access to that funds to have some kind of legal authority to do so. The fact that mom or dad or sister nominated you as the executor for the estate is not enough, because the bank will want to see some court documents where you are officially appointed the executor or the personal representative, and that happens during probate. So let's start over. Let's say a loved one passed and they are receiving checks, either refunds or the last paycheck, or they're receiving debts like medical bills and credit card bills. What then? Then it is very likely that you may need to file for probate, but not necessarily. It depends on a lot of things. Be sure to consult with an attorney. We offer free phone call consultations on that, just to determine if a probate is needed. But to open an estate bank account, the bank will require you the following things. 1, they will need to see that you are officially appointed as personal representative, meaning that the probate was filed, you went in front of a judge, you got sworn in to serve as the personal representative. And 2, they will need an EIN, or an estate tax ID. Basically, once the person passes, their social becomes inactive, and that's when you need to get an estate tax ID. Let me say this again. In order to open an estate bank account, the bank will require you 2 things. 1, to have letters of administration, basically letters or official documents showing that you are the official personal representative of the estate, that you have the authority to open bank accounts, collect accounts, pay, and so on. And 2, you will need an EIN, a tax ID number, which is the attorney for the estate will help you with that. Or if you decide to try the probate process on your own, be sure to research how to obtain a proper estate tax ID for the estate. Once you have the estate bank account open, that's when you start collecting assets. Let's say there may be some investment accounts without beneficiaries, or you may have some bank accounts, you may sell a car, and so on. Again, if it's through the probate process, the attorney will help you with that. And then once you open the estate bank account, the bank will give you checks, and you can start using those checks to pay debts, and again, work with your attorney on that. Don't start paying anything until you have consulted with someone to make sure that 1, it's enough money in the estate, and 2, that you have the authority, that those claims are valid, and so on. I hope this video helped. An estate bank account is a big deal. Basically, you have the authority to access someone else's money. So be sure that you do it properly. Consult with an attorney, with a probate attorney. If you have any questions, be sure to give us a call, 405-857-8231. Let's talk over the phone for a few minutes, and we can schedule a consultation if you need to come in. Thank you for watching.